Hi, welcome to Coaching with Tally. We are in a series all about uncovering the masterpiece that you already are. So many of us are steering toward results in order to have needs met. That we all do. All of us are steering into getting results to have needs met, and often we're doing it in a way that's really misdirected. I want to talk to you today about how to get to what it is that you're really driving after, what it is that you really want faster. And by understanding what it is that's going on internally, you can shortcut that process and find really so much healthier ways of getting what it is you're going after, what it is you most truly want, in a really aligned, powerful way. So I want to support you in getting to that. My name is Tally. I'm a life and personal development coach, and I work with leaders to create lives of overflowing impact in the world that are centered in a place of joy. All about getting leaders aligned to who it is they most truly are, and that's what this series is about. The other thing we do is get you firing on all cylinders. We look at every important area of life and work really holistically so that you can create a life that you love living and be in this place of overflow, impacting the world out of that place. So this week and probably next, we're in the middle of a series all about uncovering the masterpiece that you already are. So a huge piece of what I do with my private clients. So by the way, I do private coaching, I do group coaching, I facilitate a mastermind, and I facilitate international and domestic retreats. And one of the things that I do with my private clients, because it's all about getting the results, you creating a life that you love living. So it's identifying what that is, looking at what is getting in the way of that, and often a huge piece that is getting in the way of you creating the life that you want to live is your own internal belief systems and limiting beliefs about you. So part of it is creating this really strong foundation of you knowing who you are, you getting in alignment with who you are created and made to be, and get you firing on all cylinders. So looking at all of those areas of life from this place of who am I, knowing, loving yourself, really getting what it is that you are driving after. And one of the things I want to talk about, and I've touched in on this before, but it's just such a powerful way to shortcut you getting results. So rather than spending a lifetime building towards something that you think is going to meet a need and then getting there and being like devastatingly disappointed that it didn't meet the thing that you thought it was going to, I want to get you in touch with the things that are actually driving you right now, the things that are motivating every action that you take, everything that you're giving your time and your energy, your money, all of your resources to. You're doing that because you think that it's going to meet one of your key needs. And this is usually done at a really subconscious level. And one of the things I like to do is bring it into a conscious level so you can determine what is it that I'm actually trying to have met in my life by these things that I'm giving so much of my time, so much of my energy, so much of my effort toward. And I want to go over a framework that's really, really supportive. This is called a desire wheel. I got this particular one from Leadership Metaformations, Tony and Kathy Stolzfus. Really, really great tool. But when you get what are just the human needs that we all have all of these. And there are certain ones that we are really driving toward, that are really motivating us. When you get what that is and you look at how it is you're trying to have that met, maybe that's a fit for it and maybe it's not, but when you get clear on what it is you're driving after, you can really look at what are the most efficient, healthiest, most powerful ways to get me there faster. So I want to just read through what these are because I think it's super helpful. So these are core longings that every human being has. We all have all of these. So it's really validating to hear what they are and like, oh yeah, I am steering my life towards some of these things. And you'll be able to start looking at, when you have this framework, you're going to be able to start looking at the things that you're doing to have some of these met. So as I read through these, I want you to maybe write down or make a mental note of the top couple that you think really drive you the most. And I'll probably read through these twice during this video, okay? So these are kind of in 4 quadrants: connection, stability, competence, and achievement. That's not super important right now, but I'm going to read through what your core desires are. You make a mental note or write down the couple that you feel like are most powerfully motivating you right now. So a sense of worth, being known. These are things that we all need and want. Having joy, love, a sense of belonging, comfort, peace, security, come through, goodness, recognition, approval, justice, freedom, challenge, and significance. So if you're seeing this live, go ahead and type in the chat box, what are the ones that you most resonate with? Like, again, we all need all of these, but based on personality type, based on what we did or didn't get growing up, there are certain ones that we are like, I am going to figure out a way to have approval in my life, or I'm going to steer into significance because I believe that, you know, if I do all of these things in my career, I'll have a sense of significance. Or, you know, maybe it's security is a really big one for you. You just, and a lot of this is based on your personality too. Like, I just really need a sense of security. And we find that in different things. Like for one person, like their highest driver might be security, and they are like bound and determined to have their finances in this place of alignment where they are not going to be living in a place where they're afraid. For somebody else, they might find security from a relationship. And so just like a romantic relationship that they can really trust, or building a family that they know is always going to be there for them. For others, it might be peace. Like, I just need to have peace in my life. And so that looks like having a lot of boundaries around certain things, or it might actually externally look like the same thing that is driving security or significance for somebody else. But what is underneath that thing, you know, you want to look at what is the core driver for you. Love and significance, being known, comfort, security, approval, and freedom. Awesome. Yeah, super helpful to know. And then the next step that you want to do, and I'll read these again in just a second. The next thing that you want to do, once you are keyed into, these are my key drivers, these are the things that are like most powerfully motivating me in my life. Look at the ways that you are seeking to have these needs met. And look, make two columns. Like, look at the ways that it's really not working. Like, you are trying to find security in maybe an unhealthy relationship, and it's just not ever going to provide that thing for you. Or you're trying to find a sense of freedom in not committing to something, and maybe that's not working for you, you know, or maybe, I don't know, there are so many different directions we could go with this, but look at your top driver. Let's just pick one. I want you to make a list today, like put at the top of your page the key driver that you want to take a look at right now, the key core longing, deep desire of your heart. Just pick one and then make a column that is working and not working. What are the ways that you are seeking to have that need met in ways that actually end up hurting you more? You know, so what are the ways that it's not working, the unhealthy ways you're steering into that? Tony Stoltzfus, the guy who designed this modality, he talks about that, how does he say it? Twisted desires. So in that not working column, he calls those twisted desires, things that you think are going to get that need met, but actually it's twisted in a way that actually ends up hurting you. And then look at the ways, the healthy ways that you're steering yourself into having those needs met. And then you can also take a look at maybe some healthy ways that you're not currently tying those things in, but you could, and it would really support you. So look at some healthy steps that you could take to start having those needs met. And all of this is around helping you know and love and take care of yourself more. So I want to give you tools. I want to give you tangible takeaway things that you can apply daily to strengthen this place where you can take the masks down, those masks that we wear. We're going to be talking about that more, and really start to live from this place that you are standing solidly in who you are, knowing who you are, loving who you are, walking with confidence. So much of that will attract so much of what it is you're trying to create in the world and what you're made for. You're going to do it more powerfully. You're going to have a greater sense of fulfillment in your life when you get this foundational place. I just met with a client this morning, and this is so much of what she's been leaning into. She came in to coaching, and you know, she's like looking at the whole life wheel. I want to do all of these things, but I really want focus on launching this business. And as we've started to do that, she's uncovering things and realizing, man, I've got some deep work here to do. So she's like, we're still doing those things, still moving things forward every single week, but she's been doing a deep dive and powerful, beautiful breakthroughs. And she's just like, man, my foundation in who I am, things that I've been wanting for years, I'm now actually doing the work to stand in who I am and really loving herself, falling in love with who she is and what she's made for and the confidence that comes out of that and the healthy relationships that come out of all of it. It's beautiful. And that's going to serve every single area of her life as well as her business. So it's powerful. And this is a key component of creating a life that you love living, is knowing and loving and really knowing how to take care of yourself well. So this tool, I'm going to go through these one more time. This tool, the Deep Desires Wheel, you can find it, I think, at a website called Coach 22. It's Leadership Metaformations. They're the ones who designed this particular one. I'll hold it up. Maybe I can read it backwards. So the key desires are worth, being known, joy, love, belonging, comfort, peace. Can't read backwards on all of them. Security, coming through, goodness, recognition, approval, justice, freedom, challenge, and significance. So look at those, look at the key drivers for you. Look at the things that most powerfully are steering a lot of the decisions that you're making, a lot of the things that you are being motivated to create, to give all of your most important resources to. Look at what it is that is driving that at the bottom of it. So just take any one thing that you're giving a lot of your focus or energy or time to and say, what is it that I believe that's going to give me? And then you'll have some answer. And if I have that thing, that'll give me what? And then whatever that is, until you just keep asking that question until you get down to it being one of these or a synonym for one of these. That is your key driver. That's the thing that you are most motivated by. You're gonna steer into and look at healthy and unhealthy ways to have that met, and then just start leaning into some of those healthy ways to have it met, and you will start creating so much of that thing in your life in ways that are only beneficial for you. So blessings. I hope that supports you into knowing and loving the amazing leader and powerful just you that you are. Blessings. I'll see you again tomorrow, and have a wonderful day. Love you.